The reason that you want to know astrology is because you want to know something. Something. You're curious about life. You have questions and you would like answers. And astrology is the only real science that points at all other sciences. I know that sounds stupid, but there's a way to work your mind intuitively to every single subject matter possible, especially human relationships and like the inner working, who we are. And I wish I could just tell you in a few words, like the the way that because we know about programming, right? And just there's layers and layers of this place is just full of programming, programs, and something has programmed it. It's under influence that is rolling out programming. Pardon me. Good rice. And everywhere, like Mother Nature is that. There's where it's like, oh, this program is awesome because you can live there. It's living, and you can energize in a different way. People aren't interested in it because of where human beings have been rendered off into what they're involved with as an experiment, pretty much being held captive by, and let's say that there's this political party. It's obvious, it's like political party, and then there's religions and whatever these organizations that says that this is the way to live. Meanwhile, we're all trapped in cages up and down the streets. Um, will we ever pull into a place where when somebody cries, it's not ignored? We're going to go through a hell of a lot more because it's nowhere near. Um, there are daring people that have been completely ignored, courageous people, and I will like to, getting back to astrology, speak up for the Libras. And with the Aquarius age, when Pluto hits Aquarius, Pluto is moving into Aquarius by March of next year. And when Pluto changes signs, first of all, and it goes into what it's happening, it's going to Aquarius. If you know what Aquarius rules is humanity. It says, I am humanity, or I am all of the knowledge of real science, like, oh man, and it's about to uncover, technology on top of technology. And what could that mean? Well, definitely, maybe there's a little bit of distraction here because things are up and running pretty good in Project Reality here. And can we cut it out a little bit? And what's going to be cut out is, the programming, the weirdest, strangest ideas that we thought was a necessary way to live. And there's going to be such opening of our perception. It has to do with our electrical bodies. In the meantime, we are experiencing a lot of EMF wave fucking grid going on, and like a lot of confusion, but there's a reason. It's about your vibrational frequency. A lot of when you see frequency, a lot of people know about this thing right off. I was like, okay, these people want us to, because when they mention C19, the first thing you do is fear. The second thing you do is you definitely think with the first sneeze or cough that you have it, boy, the fear will take you down. I experienced that like right away. And it's like, you can't afford that hallucination. Save yourself, raise your vibrational frequency, and eat right. Stay away from minds. It's a contagion. The mind is the contagion. The fucking fear is the contagion. Bad. Mind. If you don't know the mind, you don't see it. You're going to start running from. You're going to start running from I guess they would call it shadow boxing, but I think it's a different term. But call it schizophrenia, babe. Is it really there? Oh, okay. Put your mask on. Do all kinds of different things. Get a tattoo. Why? Because I'm more real than you. What is? What? It's interesting, because I think you can withstand anything. We are so resilient, and instant healing is possible. I mean, really, there's some people that are really strong and resilient. And it's like, yeah, pass the uranium, a little snip of that. Thank you. And you have some aluminum, whatever. Let's bring it on, babe. You know, call us white people, I guess. I can't believe I said that. But because to tell you the truth, I'm not, it's like I got a little Indian in me. I got so much Indian that I'm just letting that override. It's too much raw intelligence that's hooked into the cosmos. I mean, as far as that knowledge of the Earth's ingredients being connected to all the universe, and so is your body, that kind of science. I'm saying that because it's like, well, yeah, you have a tad of that, but then you have a tad of space being who. What is really going on here? It's a huge experiment. This is a long chat. I was erased of something I tried to say on my cell phone and just decided to erase one of the most important parts. It was a complete channeling of like what is actually going on here. With the language that we use, talking about change, the way that we talk about change and current. What current? Well, it's going to keep coming in the way that they have already. The language is there. It's one of the deepest things. Like it's so simple. It's just that's the way how deep it is. It's just deep that the mind says no. We can't do that. Why? Because, well, first of all, it thinks it's the master. It thinks it knows everything. It's like, no, you have programming going on. You have not only that, you're free to think about that, like whether it's whatever, you could get up all kinds of emotions behind it. It's like, or even if that, it's just more really because it's not really connected into anything organically. You're just getting an ego about it. You're getting thoughts, and then it's an ego. Like it's very fear oriented, right? Because now you're just going to lose a number. You're going to gain a number or lose a number. I must have no. Talking about change. Um, how they're telling us how to play the game. And they're telling us don't forget the true nature of your nature, and hook that shit right into it. If we're going to play any kind of game like that, never forget that it starts with you as energy, as far as like, okay, so and then you need to control, you need to look at this. Oh my God, it's the strangest thing. Like, what is this shit? It's just pure advertisements out there of what and why and, how halt. You don't need to support all of that. Support things that need support. If they're able to advertise in lights, just ignore it because boy, they got enough there already. Is look underneath of the sign and look at who is uh, trying to roast something, starting to eat steam bugs, and they're gonna show us how to live on a whole other level because who are these fucking advertisers? Why do we need that shit? I've been looking at so much, you guys. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Um, I'm trying to stay afloat as best I can, but I see something that's like, okay, I'm gonna. There's only one way to go, or it's crash. It's like you're driving on the road, and this is not just me, an isolated incident. I am humanity, never forget this. So I'm putting these videos on YouTube talking about Pluto. Humanity is going to go through major changes, and there's going to be a lot of casualties. There's going to be a lot of people that already they're dead and walking around. We all already know about the living dead, but they're going to exacerbate. They're going to just try and make it so much more real, and it's going to look terrible because things kind of flip. And the Libra, getting back to the Libra who shines, who's actually, everybody has just shined on fucking Libra, man. And as far as the cardinal the cardinal and the air, there's the cardinal square and the air trine that Libras are involved with. Now I'm talking about mainly the trine that Libras are involved with. What they are involved with, who, what. Let's talk about change and how now they okay, they talk. I should be talking about this to myself in my mind to work this out, but I need to do it here. It's just like thinking out loud. Think with me. This is a think with me video. As an astrologer, this is the only way you tap into it because these are the meanings right here. These are the meanings. Libra balance. Now you have scales there. You know how you have scales? It shows scales. What are you weighing? Anything what? You put wheat there, then you put a dime there. You put bricks there, and you put money there to, you put gold there, and then you put money there. you you make sure you come in with gold nugget. This is most likely the way it worked. You came in with 16 ounces of gold. They stamp it. They weigh it. Yes, 16 on the dot. They stamp it into money, and then they put it on a scale again with another bundle of weights right here, and they say, yep, still 16. There's your money. That's the way money used to be made sometime or other, some other way, and that's so different now. It's so different now. Whoever's idea was that, and why were they making money? What did it get them? Gunpowder. That's truly the truth. Got them gunpowder. Got them weaponry. And gunpowder. Period. It was kind of a game. And what else? Food, of course. Food. But none of us were alive back then, and it's still kind of that occupation is still on the earth. There's just always sidetracks people to gold. Gold, well, but what use is it really, unless you really know as a space being? I mean, us little old slaves, all we're doing is getting money from it, right? Or we have this ego idea, which is like just a little bit on your neck. Try mass armory made of platinum, silver, and gold. I mean, platinum, gold, and silvers. And brass over your mouth if you're going to wear the right mask. Because why? Advertisements. Too many advertisements coming from here and there, EMF waves. You just want to put your fucking armor on, and all you want to do is go buy some bread from your other friend over there who makes bread. And so you're going to exchange some metal, say, let's keep it in the family. Yeah, I agree. But you have this armor on. Why? Advertisements, man. In Aquarius age, you're being bombarded right now. It's a huge experiment where you get on your cell phone and you're like, you happen to come across an ad or somebody's meme or a post, and then they're bombarding you with electromagnetic frequencies that's just euphoria, and you're like, you know what, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen right here, and it's really not, but you're being bombarded. It's an experiment. Well, that's what some of the things will be going on out there. It's already happening. It's already happening with people. That's why you want to fucking wear your armory. That's why you want to wear your gold. It's the only reason. Put your fucking silver helmet on. Maybe it has a little antenna. You don't know why that shit was up there. It wasn't for fighting with swords. It was more like, you don't want EMF waves coming in. You don't want that advertisement. Somebody's gonna say, I'm the shit. And it's like, no, you're not. We already have a focus what we're doing. If by the time we're wearing armory like that, most likely we are flying spaceships or something, and we just have to deal with this realm. I don't know, babe. Do you like the story? I didn't get anywhere with this video, and I'm not going to ever play it. That means I'm going to post it right now.